OKCupid's latest reports indicates that black women are the least desirable in online dating. Is this true or just a bag full of bullshit?
No permission needed.
Hello, my free-thinking comrades, and welcome to another episode of One Chick Army. I am your host, De'Ara Lewis. I came across an article the other day on the Huffington Post entitled, "I wasn't prepared for the horror story that is online dating while black." And oh boy, did this stir a pot of emotions for me. OKCupid recently released its annual dating stats, and not surprisingly, black women are considered the least desirable. Again. And this was determined by comparing the amount of likes and messages that they received with other ethnic groups. Again, I'm gonna be real with y'all. When I read those numbers, I felt sad. And it actually reminded me of the 2009's OKCupid report that they released on their blog called "Your Race Affects Whether People Write You Back." Basically showing that black women send out the most messages but receive the fewest responses. After that, it's like a slew of articles just started coming out reporting about how undesirable black women are. And it got so bad, I just asked myself, damn, is this reporting the facts or is this reporting with a malicious agenda? It was actually very hard for me to read those reports at that time because I was going through a very bad breakup. And to everyone out there who has ever been through a breakup, you know that when you are in the thick of the grief, a part of you can feel very worthless. It also didn't help that when I was researching why this phenomenon was taking place, and I would go to some search engines and type in black women are, the first thing that would come up would be something like black women are less desirable, black women are ugly, black women are the least attractive, black women are easy. And this is really important because that suggestion box indicates how often certain terms are searched for. If you don't believe me, go to Yahoo and type in the phrase black women are and see what comes up. This time around in OKCupid's report, it showed that black women and Asian men are still the most undesirable. So hey, maybe there's some opportunities there. I don't know. So back in 2009, 2010, when I was going through this really bad breakup and was looking into online dating and read all of these jacked up reports about how much more difficult it's going to be for me because of how I look, I started asking myself questions like, do I have to look racially ambiguous in order to attract someone? Because that seems to be the new buzz phrase now. I mean, seriously, outside of rappers like J. Cole, if you look at most rap videos nowadays, the ambiguous or the so-called exotic look is what's in right now. And no disrespect to any of these women. I mean, the game is hard, the hustle is hard. But really, those rappers didn't come from women who look like that. So why not at least balance out the images to show that there are an array of women of color in your life? But I digress. That's another show. Who really helped me with this was my mentor, who was a white Jewish guy of all people, whom I absolutely adore and totally respect. In 2010, I was feeling really sad after I read all these stats and all these numbers, thinking, oh my God, I'm gonna be single for the rest of my life. Nobody's gonna want me. And I went in to talk to him about it. And he asked me a question that has stuck with me ever since. So De'Ara, how long do you plan to live your life by somebody else's statistics? Sites like Match and OKCupid are predominantly white. Let's be real about this. So naturally, that will dictate what most people's preferences are. And as we know, white men in this culture are the most coveted. Now, this doesn't mean that other ethnicities won't find successful matches on that site, but just saying that if you're not having luck, then maybe that may not necessarily be the site for you. And yes, in this culture, women of color have long been condemned for our nappy hair, our wide noses, our full lips, our darker than comfortable skin tones, our larger frames. We've been condemned for, hell, I don't know, breathing? But that is not everybody. And it can be tough to unlearn those lessons about black women being unattractive or the least desirable, but the brain can be reprogrammed. That is very possible. And you know what else? Those stats on those dating sites, regardless of what these men say that they want, are full of shit. That may or may not be the message of the dominant culture. but it doesn't have to be how you see yourself. Also, those are not the only dating sites. There are a slew of dating sites out there that cater to almost any demographic. Shit, you can find damn near whatever you're into now. I am looking for a short man with one ball and two front teeth who only likes to listen to Frank Sinatra and Tupac on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Oh look, I found 3 matches. And those are not the only set of stats out there. Racerelations.about.com challenged those numbers back in 2009-2010, and those numbers are still pretty accurate today. According to them, approximately 75% of black women marry by the age of 35. And that bullshit about educated black women having a harder time finding love, did I say that it was bullshit? 70% of black women who graduated college are married by 40. And you know what is the biggest bullshit lie of them all? That black men don't desire black women. And this is no attack on anybody who is in an interracial relationship or those who choose to exclusively date interracially. All I'm saying is the devil is in the details. So ladies who are feeling really fucked up after reading those OKCupid numbers, I really encourage you to learn how to look at yourself through your own eyes. Sites like OKCupid and Match.com may not be the right fit for you. Shop around. And more than anything, don't let a set of stats, a dominant culture, or even the media define how you see yourself. Had I let those stats define me and determine my self-worth in my journey, I wouldn't be in the healthy, wonderfully balanced relationship with an equally accountable individual like I am today. Now, of course, I don't know what the future holds for us, but what I do know is that just because something is a statistic doesn't mean it has to be my story. And that's all I have to say about that. Now it's time to chat. Topic question: how did you feel when you read these numbers from OKCupid? And I know there's some people out there who don't like to talk about their feelings and all this stuff, but I deeply encourage you to. You can leave your comments below on my YouTube channel, on onechickarmy.com, on my Facebook page, on my Twitter, wherever you choose to leave them. But I do want to know your thoughts on that. And as always, remember to click below to subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's how you never miss a post. And if you have a topic that you want me to address, just feel free to hit me up. And a quick shout out to my mother who actually recorded and directed this tonight. She was real pissed off by hearing me do this whole report about the OKCupid thing, but she really got did you get enthusiastic at the end when I got to the reports? Yeah, she said she got enthusiastic, so yay mom. And until next time, women, stay beautiful inside and out. If you are on this planet, it is because you were meant to be here. Your worth has already been proven. Nothing else is required. This is De'Ara Lewis with One Chick Army. Over and out.